Hi there, Robert here, owner of a portfolio of 8 businesses generating 7 figures yearly. Today, I would like to discuss about 5 mistakes that I have made in the recent past that have cost me $2 million. Number one is that people create or perfect services that they have not yet sold, right? It's not validated. So I've seen it countless times where startups, invest or professionals, they want to start a business, they want to do something. They invest weeks and months and sometimes even years into, the product, what they want to sell, how they want to sell it, and so on. But the idea is that don't waste time creating products that you do not have demand for. First, gauge if there is demand, and only after that, create product, right? And when I say demand, I don't mean people saying, oh, that's cool, yeah, I'd definitely buy that. No, take money, take commitments, write contracts, right? I've made this mistake. We've invested in a year, if I remember correctly, around $150,000 into providing a certain type of solutions that we did not have demand for. One of the managers, one of the directors in the company said we should definitely do this, and here's how much money we're going to make, or this is the plan, and so on. Guess what? 1 quarter went by, we made no money. 2 quarters went by, we made no money. 3 quarters went by, we made no money. So really, this was my mistake. The moment I saw that director was not committed to the outcomes that they set, I should have cut the project immediately. First, gauge the demand, do the marketing, do the sales, do the research, do everything you need to do in order to make sure that the moment I'm ready with this, I can sell it for this much and make sure that's profitable. Number 2 is not vetting your hires. So I have the eternal problem of wanting to hire everyone. So for example, I hired someone around 2 years ago that sounded amazing. It sounded like exactly what we needed, but I didn't vet them properly. And because I didn't vet them properly, they were actually incompetent in the role that they were hired for. Right? Projects were delayed, projects were going over, people were not being managed properly. I would talk to people 6 months in and I would ask them, hey, how are your discussions with this person going? And they'd say, what discussions? Mistake number 3 is not tracking every single thing that moves in your business. Someone told you that they're going to make 100 phone calls. Make sure you have a system to track every single phone call made, and even an auto recording system so that you have them recorded, and then it auto deletes also. If someone told you that they are going to deliver on this project by this date, right, in these terms, okay, make sure you have a deadline, you have everything set, you put your milestones up, you do everything so that you can actually track performance. I was shocked when one of the people I hired not so long ago, I asked them, we were going to have a discussion with a client that we've been working for around 2 years. I wanted to have a discussion to see if we can grade their contract because it's been 2 years. We had the same monthly recurring revenue from them. And I said, okay, can we do more? So I asked, could you please show me the performance reviews of the people working on that contract? And it was so strange that what they were telling me was that, oh, these people in the business think that they're good. And I'm like, okay, so what if those people think that they're good? Show me real data proving that those people are actually good, competent, adding value to the client. Entire useless conversation happened around how they actually failed to track basically the performance of the people they're managing. So have metrics in place. Have metrics in place for managers, have metrics in place for specialists and experts and consultants and everyone you work with. And even for yourself, have metrics in every single thing you do and keep track of those metrics, right? Do not stop measuring. If you stop measuring, that's when issues start creeping in and you don't even realize. You would assume people always do what they need to do, but guess what? It doesn't always happen. And many times not because they're bad, but literally just incompetent. They think many times that, oh, well, I failed, so what? It's not on your dollar. They can get another job. You're left with the company, or you're left with your superiors or with your clients, right, to explain why someone else in your business failed. So be careful, measure everything. Point number 4, if you're having issues with anyone in your business, you need to tell them about those issues immediately in writing. Immediately and in writing. Do not just have conversation. Do not have those conversations. So don't say, oh yeah, that's fine, they'll get better, and so no. Right? You do need to have those conversations. Have those conversations. As a result of those conversations, obviously prepare with meeting notes and arguments and so on and so forth. After the conversation, send an email. Send in writing the issues that you had with those people. send it in writing. Why? Because if you then fire them or let them go, or there are any issues, they can come back and say, well, you never told me. There they would always obviously be lying if you had, but people lie. I've learned the hard way. But don't generalize. Don't say your work is crappy. No. Say, on the date of, you have done this and you should have done this, or by this date you should have delivered this and you haven't even told us. Write down everything in detail and with a lot of specificity. And if you do that, you'll see that doing that consistently will give you a paper trail in a business. Right, the moment you have everything in writing, everyone can see plain black on white what's going on. And then the final mistake that you can make in business is to spend more money than you make. For the first 8 to 9 years in business, I've always spent as much money as I was making. And I was expecting that because I was new to this. I was new to entrepreneurship back then, right? I was new to owning a business. I was new to making money, right? Don't be harsh on yourself saying, oh, I should succeed in year one. Maybe not. Now, every single business I start is profitable in the first 1 to 3 months. So you can hone in on this skill, on business, on management, on money making, and so on and so forth. All in all, these 5 mistakes. The first one was, sorry, I have my notes here. The first one was creating products before selling them, or working on things before selling them. First, see if there's a demand. Number 2, not vetting hires well for the exact competence that you need them. Give them a test. Make sure you actually are 100% convinced that if you put this person in, they will do exactly this and exactly this way and get exactly this result. Number 3 is not having clear tracking in place. So you need to make sure every single thing is tracked in your business, because only then can you have an effective business. Number 4, whenever something doesn't go well with anyone in the business, you tell them immediately, specifically, and in writing. And then number 5, the final mistake is to spend more money than you make. Obviously, the solution to that is always keep your costs in check. So these 5 mistakes alone in the recent past have cost me $2 million. And if you have any situations that you're going through, or if you have any questions or anything like that, just go to my website, robertindries.com, right? Or email me at robertindries.com. And then I'd love to help you. I'd love to have a conversation, right? Let me know how I can help, right? And we can take it from there. Until then, I wish you all the best and see you in the next video. Bye.